Namaste and welcome everybody. Damaru welcomes you all to yet another session of our annual yoga festival, Bilva. I am Mauli Baviskar, founder and executive director of Damaru Yoga and Sound Therapy Studio. Every year, Damaru celebrates Bilva throughout the month of July, and we choose different themes mainly related to the Indian yogic traditions and knowledge systems, and invite scholars from across the globe to share their knowledge with us. Last year, Bilva's theme was cultural appropriation of yoga and the necessity to embrace the inherent Indianness of the yogic tradition. This year, the theme for our Bilva festival is understanding about the tradition of the great Guru and Acharya, Sri T Krishnamacharya. And as some of you would know, he is known as the father of modern yoga. Not only did he teach yoga, he is also a Vedic scholar, a Sanskritist, a composer of various texts related to yoga. Yoga Makaranda, Yoga Rahasya, Yoga Valli, Yogasanagalu are some of his texts. And while we are seeing how are the practices in this tradition, we are focusing more on the holistic teachings of the KYM tradition as taught by Sri T Krishnamacharya's lifetime student and son, Sri 𝐾𝐚𝐦𝐧𝐝𝐴. The reason behind this is also making me very happy to share with you that this amazing tradition that has come about, which is so holistic in its approach to our well-being at all levels of body, mind, and spirit. Damaru is also announcing a teacher training program in collaboration with Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram, and it is starting this September. So we thought we will take this opportunity in Bilva for all our viewers to get it's just a glimpse of this tradition and various facets that it encompasses within its folds. So, and before we move on to today's talk, let me also share something about the Bilva festival that we do every year. Bilva festival is conducted under the wing of Damaru Foundation, which is a public charitable trust founded with the aim to promote and implement traditional yogic sciences and increase awareness about wellness and harmony in that segment of the society who are in dire need of help for their holistic well-being but cannot afford it. So this is where we also work, and if you wish to support our efforts, then do consider contributing to the Damaru Foundation. You can find the link to the payment in the commentary, the description box below, and your contributions will help us support more such people, and at the same time, we get to bring more such valuable content and knowledgeable scholarly speakers from across the globe to share their knowledge with us. Today is one of the practical sessions. So you might have seen that throughout this festival, we are doing some sessions which are more of the vision of this tradition, then some which talk about the philosophy and the theory part, the principles, and then there are some practice sessions as well. Today is a practice session with our very own Sri Janakiraman Sir, and he will guide us through a pranayama practice today through his session. So first, before I introduce him, I want to welcome him to the screen.
Namaste.
Namaskaram, sir.
Namaskaram.
A very warm welcome to the Bilva Festival, and thank you for sharing your time with us. Before I hand over the session to you, sir, I will give a very short introduction about Mr. Janakiraman to our viewers. Sri V.M. Janakiraman is the director of Yoga Therapy Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram and is a senior yoga therapist at KYM with 20 years of yoga experience. He's been under the tutelage of Sri T 𝐾𝐚𝐬𝐴 and Sri S. Sridharan Sir. Sridharan Sir's talk we just had, he inaugurated Bilva this year. So, leaving his lucrative senior position at the central government organization, Janakiraman ji took yoga as his future in the year 2000. He's an expert not only in asanas but also in yoga therapy and in diverse philosophies of yoga. He's extensively taught all the aspects of yoga to many international and Indian students. He has presented papers on yoga at many international seminars and workshops at India and abroad. Besides being an experienced yoga teacher, he is also an expert in Vedic chanting. He is one of the examiners under the QCI India for yoga certification and was also one of the experts in the expert committee invited by the government of India to discuss about the common yoga practice that was given to all participants of the International Day of Yoga. So, with this short introduction, sir, once again, a very warm welcome, and I hand over the session to you from here.
Thank you. Thank you, Mauli Baviska. So, I have with me a senior yoga teacher, Mr. V.R. Vishwanathan. We will do the demonstration of pranayama. Thank you. So, okay. So, please lie down, sir. So, it's a pranayama as taught in the Krishnamacharya tradition, as taught in KYM. Yeah. Just stretch your legs. Keep your feet apart, palms open, chin down, shoulders relaxed, eyes closed. Just rest for a minute. Count from 60 to 1 mentally. Just count backwards. After counting from 60 to 1 mentally, slowly bend your knees and keep it comfortably closer to you with feet slightly apart. Yeah. Both the palms open, eyes closed. Now gently keep your right palm on the navel with the middle finger touching the navel. Just relax all the fingers down. Just now slowly inhale and exhale consciously. Inhale, you feel the abdomen coming out like a balloon. And as you exhale, the abdomen goes in like a deflated balloon. The other palm is kept open. So, inhale and exhale. Now, inhale fully and open your mouth and chant Om. Our speech is nothing but exhalation. Again, 3 more times. Sir. Inhale, chant. We are trying to extend the exhalation. 2 more times. Inhale, feel the expansion. Very good. One last time. Good. Now keep your right palm down and keep your left palm and your left middle finger on the navel. Middle finger touching the navel. The tip of the middle finger touching the navel. Relax. Now inhale and exhale consciously. Inhale and exhale consciously. Now inhale fully and chant Om twice. Beautiful. Continue 3 more times. Om. Beautiful. One now, inhale fully and chant Om thrice. One inhale, 3 Oms, 3 more times. See the abdomen going in as you chant. The sound has to come from the navel, not from the throat. Good. Now stretch your legs. Give a short rest. Count from 30 to 1. Just get back your breath. After finishing, once again, bend the knees. The moment you bend the knees, it becomes easy for you to inhale and exhale. Now, keep one palm on your abdomen, the other palm open. And then keep your left palm below the navel and the right palm above the navel. Inhale and exhale consciously. Inhalation starting from the chest to abdomen. Slowly abdomen comes out. Exhalation, gently draw in your abdomen and relax your chest. This is the right method of breathing. Inhalation starting from the chest to abdomen. Pause. Exhale. Abdomen to chest. Relax your chest. Do it for 10 more times. Slowly do it. Before doing the pranayama, getting the right breathing technique is very, very important. We are just trying to implement that. Inhalation starting from the chest to abdomen and exhalation starting from the abdomen to chest. It's also called thoraco-abdominal breathing, or in short, yogic breathing. You are using the full capacity of your lungs. Conscious inhale, feel the expansion, and as you exhale, gently feel the contraction. Very good. Pause, exhale, pause. Once you're finished, once again give a short rest. You can stretch if you need be, or you can keep it just like that. Okay, now we will go into the next part of our practice, where we are going to extend the exhalation, keeping the inhalation free. We are slowly going to extend the exhalation. Rechaka pranayama. Now keep one palm on your navel, the other palm open. chin down. Take few breaths. Free inhale and free exhale. Get into a good rhythm. Now inhale free. Now exhale for 2 seconds. 1, 2, stop deliberately. Again inhale fully. Pause. Exhale for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Stop. Again inhale. Start exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop deliberately. Again inhale. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop deliberately. Inhale again. Do it on your own till you reach the maximum. Maybe you can stop at 10 or 11. It differs from person to person. Maybe you can stop at 10 seconds or 11 seconds and stretch your legs and keep your palms down once you reach 10 or 11. Okay. Now we will slowly get into the ratios. Once you're ready, bend your knees, keep it comfortable. One palm on your abdomen, chin down. Now what do you do, Vishwanathan? Free inhale, free exhale. Get into a good rhythm with a pause in between. Now inhale for 3 seconds. Pause. Exhale for 6 seconds. Good. Continue for 9 more times. Inhale 3 seconds. Pause. Exhale 6. Mentally count. Feel the abdomen going in as he exhales. Inhale, you feel it gently coming up of the abdomen. It should not be pushed. Same way, it should not be pulled. It should be gently drawn in with the exhalation. After finishing 10 times, keep your palms down so that I know that you have finished. Good. Now keep your right palm on the abdomen. Now inhale for 3 seconds. Exhale for 6 seconds. After exhalation, hold for 3 seconds. Again, inhale 3 seconds, pause, exhale 6 seconds. After completing the exhalation, hold for 3 seconds. Please continue for 10 more times, Vishwanathan, on your own. Do it slowly. Good. Be with your breath. It should be long and smooth. The definition of pranayama. The quality of pranayama. Dirgha and sukshma. Good. After finishing 10 times, keep the right palm down and keep your left palm. Now just do inhale 3 seconds, exhale 6 seconds, no hold, 10 times. You should always be brought to there should be a vinyasa in pranayama also. Just as you have a vinyasa in asana, you prepare, reach the peak, again come back. Good. Always ensure that the breathing is long and smooth. That will happen only if you practice your pranayama regularly. No jerks should be there in the movement. You're just preparing him for the pranayama. After finishing 10 times, stretch and give a good rest. Give a short rest. Get back your breath. Now, slowly bend your knees. Keep it comfortably closer to you. You can keep the feet together if need be, if you are comfortable. Knees together, chin down. Now, what do you do, Mr. Vishwanathan? Keeping the eyes closed, gently inhale, lift your arms above your head. Stop where the breathing stops. Pause for a second. And as you exhale, slowly bring it down. As you exhale, pause. Start the breathing and then the movement. Inhaling, lift your arms up. Stop the movement, stop the breath, pause, exhale, start the breathing, start the movement, finish the movement, finish the breathing. 4 more times. Movement within the breath. Just simple asanas to prepare him to do pranayama in the seated. Because you know that pranayama is done only in seated. Though he was doing the pranayama in the lying, it was just a preparation. Pranayama is not done on lying. It's always done seated. Once you're finished, once again, keep your palms closer to the body now. Chin down, feet together. Now we will do Dvipadapitam. As you inhale, gently lift your hip up, knees together. Pause, exhaling, slowly lower your hip. Pause. Inhaling, gently go up. Pause for a second, chin down. Exhaling, gently lower it down. 4 more times, sir. Inhale, go up. Exhale, lower it down. Good. Once you're finished, gently lift both the feet off the ground and catch hold of both the knees from the front. Inhaling, lift your legs up and your arms above your head. Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. Pause. Exhale, bend it and bring it towards you. Apanasana. Pause. Inhale up. Exhale towards you. 4 more times, sir. Do it slowly. Coordinate the movement with the breathing. Very, very gently. Do it within your capacity. Good. Give a short rest. Completely stretch. Keep your palms open. Just 30 seconds. Count from 30 to 1. After counting from 30 to 1, turn to one side and go to Vajrasana forward bend. Slowly. Yeah. Feet turned away. The distance between the palms, the distance between the wings of the shoulders. Now, as you inhale, gently lift your hip and come forward and look up, eyes closed. Pause. As you exhale, drop the chin and slide the hip back. There is a deliberate gap between the feet and the back. Drop the shoulders, drop the elbows. Inhaling, gently come up, very, very slowly. Pause. Exhaling, slide it back. Pause. 4 more times. Yeah. Just slide it back, drop the shoulders, drop the elbows. After completing 6 times, slowly sit in Sukhasana. And get back your breath completely before we start the pranayama. You can sit in Sukhasana or Siddhasana or Padmasana, whichever is comfortable. And get back the breath. Fully rest. Spine erect, chin down, shoulders relaxed. Completely get back your breath. Now we will do the pranayama part, Anuloma Ujjayi, where the inhalation is done through the nostrils. Though the is done through the nostrils, the focus is on the throat, where a deliberate sound, Ujjayi sound is produced when you inhale through both the nostrils, and exhalation is through alternate nostril. And we use the Mrigi Mudra, where these 2 fingers, index and middle, are bent, and this thumb, this little finger, and the ring finger is made to be in line with the ring finger and the thumb. It's held at the middle of the nose where the bone meets the cartilage. This is the position. Remove the spectacles. Thank you, sir. Chin down. The other arm, keep it in chin mudra. Yeah, all the three fingers together. Exhale here completely. Inhale through both the nostrils using Ujjayi. Gently close both the nostrils and slowly exhale through the left nostril. Pause for a second. Close both the nostrils. Again inhale through both the nostrils. Half close both the nostrils. Now close the left nostril and gently open the right nostril and exhale. This is one round. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to do this pranayama called the Anuloma Ujjayi with the ratio 3 seconds inhale, 6 seconds exhale and hold 3 seconds. Are you ready, Vishwanathan sir? Exhale completely. Now inhale through both the nostrils, Ujjayi breathing. Focusing on the throat, 3 seconds. Hold. Gently open your left nostril, closing the right nostril fully, and exhale for 6 seconds. Close both the nostrils and hold for 3 seconds. And release both the nostril and inhale through both the nostril, focusing on the throat. Ujjayi breathing. And exhale through the right nostril. And hold for 3 seconds. This is one round. Please continue 5 more times, sir. Do it on your own. And inhalation starting from the chest to abdomen. And exhalation starting from the abdomen to chest. As you exhale, gently draw in your lower abdomen. And hold for 3 seconds. One left and one right makes one round. Like this, Mr. Vishwanathan will be doing it for 6 times. Feel the expansion. Feel the expansion as you can see that. And as you exhale, you can see the abdomen going in. And no movement at all. The spine is kept straight and the shoulders are relaxed and chin down, and you are looking at the tip of the nose. Nasagra Drishti. Just 6 rounds. Try to keep your spine erect throughout and chin down. No movement at all. That's why it's called the Meru Danda, like a stick. The back should be erect. Regulate the breathing through the nostril control. Very good. Just relax for a minute. Now we will do Shitali Pranayama, where we roll the tongue and inhale through it. Chin down. Now slowly inhaling, lift your head up. Stop where the breathing stops. Take the the tongue in and exhale through the nostrils. And bring the head completely down. Pause. Again, protrude. Inhale. Pause for a second. Take the tongue in and exhaling. Gently bring it down. 4 more times. Shitali Pranayama. It keeps the system cool, and also the movement, gentle movement, releases the strain, if at all, in the neck. Just sit quiet. Thank you, Mr. Vishwanathan, for demonstrating correctly. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vishwanathan and Janakiraman Sir. So, while Mr. Vishwanathan was demonstrating, I also joined in for the practice, and I'm sure our audiences also would have practiced along with us, and those who have practiced will have realized how calm and centered you're feeling after this practice. So thank you so much for sharing. So if you are okay, while I was practicing, or because I have also practiced in other traditions, there were some natural questions related to the practice that came up, which I would like to address to you. So first, generally I see when people say, okay, it is a pranayam class or a meditation and pranayam class or something, they label it. They start directly sitting with either Anulom Vilom or Brahmari. That's how they start. Something very unique. I saw that you started with him lying down fully and then counting backwards from 60 to 1. And then you gradually took him into some body movement practices, the Dvipa, the Pitam, and all of that. So, this gradual transition, I can experience that I could feel a lot of calm, but what is the principle behind that, and why are we doing it in this sequence?
Well, simple. We are following what Patanjali has given us. In the scheme of things, Ashtanga Yoga, asana precedes pranayama, right? And that is what we are doing. And even in the Sutra of Pranayama, Tasmin Sati, Swasa Prashwashayoho, Gati Vichetaha Pranayama. So the Tasmin Sati refers to the previous pranayama, previous two sutras, which talks about asana. So only when you do asana, you are in a position to do pranayama. Asana prepares you for pranayama. And that is what we were doing.
Yeah, now when you explain it, seems like the most logical way to do it. So thank you for making it so simple for us to understand. While you were guiding him in the practice, you used a very interesting term where we have heard about vinyasa krama in the asanas and we sequence them. You talked about vinyasa in the pranayama practice. Can you slightly explain us in details this concept?
Whatever you do, there should be a vinyasa. There should be a ascendance as well should be a descendance, right? So it prepares you. You prepare, reach the goal, and come back, and you are ready for the next course of action. So that is what. So he did in this practice. He was doing a ratio 3-6, and then 3-6-3. Very simple. But you don't stop with 3-6-3, and again you come back to 3-6, and get the breathing normal, so that the person is in normal state of breathing. We follow just ahimsa, because ahimsa is the first yama, and in the scheme of things also, again referring back to Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, ahimsa is one. So whatever you do, you don't do himsa to the body.
That's something very, very important that you brought up because when you say ahimsa, the exact contrary is what we mostly see in the popular yogic practices these days. A lot of uh, jerks, a lot of himsa to our own selves is happening. So this is a very beautiful approach to understand, even in the breathing, to have that intention of ahimsa when you're practicing. For a general, so this was for Vishwanathan ji that you designed this practice. So, do these ratios change in your therapy interventions as per the person?
Yes, it differs from person to person. He has been practicing for long, and I didn't want to start with a bigger. He is capable of doing longer ratios also, but since it is for all, we stick to a simple ratio, and it differs from person to person. As you know, that is the hallmark of KYM. Every individual is attended and given classes individually.
So, because this is a general class, before we close the sessions, any contraindications or anything that people should be aware of while they are doing pranayama practice?
When doing pranayama practice, as long as they are not going to hold, it's very good to do pranayama without hold. If they have any issues like pertaining to the heart, or maybe blood pressure or something, hold after inhale is not advocated. And because you tend to hold beyond your capacity. That's the reason why we prepare with hold after exhale. Because hold after exhale, this is made a passive thing. Exhalation is always a passive action. It's made active. Whereas hold after inhale, you can hold against your will. So that's the
That's
reason
where
why you see we focus more on exhalation. And that is what, again, it's the reference to Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, Bahya Abhyantara. Focus more first on exhalation, then other things.
And I think in the inhale holds is where people again become very competitive with their own selves, and that element of himsa comes in once again.
So that is why we said first, don't do himsa to your body.
So I deliberately asked this question actually because a lot of people these days do it from the YouTube or this or that. So it's very important for our viewers that you learn it from a teacher because, like Sir said, the ratios will change from person to person, and the practice needs to be appropriate to your uh, prakriti. So that was the reason I asked this question, that don't do it just because somebody else is doing it and force yourself into doing that. So we hope this session helped you all. And if you did not practice with us, I would urge you to once again replay the session, do the practice, and see how it works, how you feel after the session. And once again, before we close this session, Vishwanathanji, thank you so much for joining us and demonstrating this beautiful practice. And Janakiraman Sir, of course, a heartfelt thank you
Thank you. Thank you
to
for
take
your
us through this beautiful journey today. Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
very much, Mauli Bhaviska. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste everyone, a very warm welcome. Today we are very excited to announce teacher training program at Damaru. This teacher training is happening at Damaru in collaboration with Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram. So I'm so happy to invite Ms. Nritya Jagannathan. She is the director of KYM Institute of Yoga Studies. And I just hand over to her because she's the best person to explain you what exactly we are getting into.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Namaskaram. On this occasion of Damaru's anniversary, it gives me great joy to announce on behalf of the KYM the upcoming Yoga Teacher Training Certificate Program offered by the Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram in collaboration with Damaru Studios, Ahmedabad. This is the first time that this very intensive teacher training course comes to the western part of India at Ahmedabad. As many of you may be well aware, the Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram is a world-renowned center founded by Sri T Krishnamacharya in 1976 as a tribute to his father, teacher, and legendary yogi Sri Krishnamacharya. Founded as primarily a center for yoga therapy, over the years, the KYM also has acquired fairly solid reputation for its training programs, both in yoga studies as also healing chants, as these are fundamental even to the process of application of yoga tools. In this context, Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram and Damaru come together to offer you this 800-hour yoga teacher training program. 800 hours is inclusive of both the classroom and non-classroom hours, including personal study, project preparations, assignments, observation, internship, and so on. This program follows a syllabus that has been designed by the Academic Council of KYM, following very closely the guidelines laid down by Sri T Krishnamacharya when he first conceived this program. The syllabus includes a very deep study of the classical techniques of asana, classical techniques of pranayama, the theory of asana, the fundamental theoretical principles of asana, modifications of asanas to suit people of different capabilities, theory and practice of dhyanam, apart from which there is also certain associated study such as the history and evolution of yoga, a deep study of the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali covering all 4 chapters of the text, an exposure to other yoga literature such as the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, the Bhagavad Gita, the Yoga Rahasya and the Yoga Yajnavalkya Samhita. Apart from this, students will go through We study in certain allied subjects in every module of the training: fundamentals of anatomy and physiology, fundamentals of Ayurveda, and also an introduction to psychology. Apart from this, chanting of the Yoga Sutra will also be an integral part of the study modules. Now, this course requires, unlike many other short term courses, is designed to run for a period of about 18 months in the hybrid mode. A big part of the learning will happen with teachers from the KYM teaching in person at Damaru Studio, Ahmedabad, with a portion of the subjects also being conducted online. Through the process of every module of training, there will be ongoing assessments, evaluations, discussions, and so on, culminating in a graduation where you will be certified. Those who graduate will be certified as yoga teachers in the tradition of the Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram. The Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram is one of the leading yoga institutes of India, recognized by the Yoga Certification Board under the Ministry of Ayush. And this level of training, this 800-hour teacher training course, will prepare students to be able to take the level 3 exam of the Yoga Certification Board. Also, this program is eligible to be recognized under the 500-hour advanced certificate program of the Indian Yoga Association as well. And with these words, I would like to invite those of you who are interested in a deep, serious study of yoga philosophy, yoga psychology, its practice, and its application from a very reputed tradition, one that is known the world over, to go through this process, which not only helps you to qualify yourself as as a yoga teacher, as a teacher of yoga from a very reputed tradition, it can also offer much by way of reflective food for thought, offering a way to reflect on, to understand various life processes, to understand how the mind works, and through this understanding, to integrate the philosophy into our living, so to effect an overall transformation in our lives itself. And here I speak for so many hundreds of students, both Indian and international, who have gone through this training and who have benefited greatly from the value that this program can bring to you both professionally and personally. For further details, please do reach out to Mauli Baviskar, who will be coordinating with us in running the course at Damaru. And with these words, I take your leave, and we look forward to having a very good registration for this program that the KYM is offering for the very first time at Ahmedabad. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Thank you, ma'am. Gujarat welcomes the Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram. The privilege is ours. A very ancient parampara is coming to this part of India. And I urge all of you to take advantage of that, to get into an in-depth exploration of the yogic studies. All our contact details are there in the description box. DAMARU, www.damaru.in is our website. Realm of Damaru is our handle on Facebook, Instagram, and you will get all the details. So do reach out and register, because another aspect of this tradition is that we do not take trainings or trainees in large numbers. So there's a very limited amount of seats that we are offering for this training, so that we could get deeply involved. So get in touch and see you on the other side. Thank you.